and also very happy New Year 2013. I come from a very different world, and this is another different world. The situation and the country's culture is also so different. But there is something very common in all of us. We people over the whole world, there is something very common. Yes, what is common? We all think. Do we all think? All the time? We all think all the time. But we are in many ways addicted to our thinking. We think in the same pattern again and again. So we think that is correct. Whatever we think we are correct. And we are also addicted to our way of thinking, our style of thinking, our reasoning, our flashbacks, the memory we have in us. We refer to all that and we create thoughts. So we are thinking creatures and we think. Because we can't see thoughts and we don't really want to be aware of our thoughts, we think thinking is a normal process and it is automatic. This is wrong because we can change our thinking. We can change the pattern of our thoughts. Why change? You may think that you're happy with whatever pattern of thoughts you're having. You may think you're okay. But actually none of us, no one in the world is okay. Because all our thoughts come under 5 vices. Lust, anger, greed, attachment, ego. Whatever thoughts you have, whatever, they all come under these 5 categories. For example, we may think that when we go to a worship place and we pray, that is a pure thought. But actually we go there to ask for something. Either we want shelter, peace, good health, success. So there is greed there. There is attachment there. There is also something that's lacking in us and we want God to fill us up. So even things that we think are good are not good because we are now living in an age called Kali Yuga, the dark ages. We are in Kali Yuga. And what is Kali Yuga? Man thinks, of course women also think, man thinks that he knows everything but he doesn't know. This is Kali Yuga, darkness. So, for example, many people tell me, I'm a good person, my family is happy, my children are okay, they're all well settled, I have a house, I have a car, my partner is happy, so I'm successful. What is success? What is real happiness? We don't know. Because today, we can be successful, our children can be okay. If tomorrow something happens to the children, there is a crash, there is an accident, there is an illness, our happiness goes down. Today we are okay, tomorrow we fall ill, our happiness goes down. Today our business is good, tomorrow something happens to the business, our happiness goes down. So temporary happiness, temporary satisfaction, temporary health is not the sign of a healthy world and a healthy people. And that is why this is called the Iron Age, Kali Yuga. It is the age of darkness. And we are addicted to our thinking. Now let me explain how we think. Now we have to know how we think, what is the mechanism in our thinking, and how we should change our pattern of thoughts in a very gentle, in a very natural way, that we slowly begin to experience permanent peace. Even in times of unhappiness, there is peace. We experience permanent peace even in times of illness. We experience peace even in times of mishap. There is this permanent peace, permanent contentment, permanent feeling of being okay. We can do it. And the method is meditation. So Brahma Kumari's meditation helps people to think in a very logical way, in a very real way. Because many of us, we live in a make-believe world. I'm okay, I am successful. It's make-believe. We live in a make-believe world. Now, how can I change my pattern of thinking so that I experience something that is permanent? Brothers and sisters, we are existing at two levels. One is the physical level, we have the physical body, and we are spiritual beings, we are souls, we are spirits. That's why Brahma Kumaris is called the spiritual university. So spirit is not seen but permanent. Body is seen but temporary. So if we satisfy the temporary body, I have a house, I have a car, I have a job, I have money, it's temporary. It will go when the body goes. So associating the self on a temporary level, on a physical level, is in many ways illusion. Because anything that is temporary and not permanent is illusion. And so when I say I have a car, I have a house, I have land, I have money, I'm okay, well, it is temporary and it can also be classified as illusion, because tomorrow I don't know what's going to happen to me. So if we take ourselves to a higher level of thinking, that I am the being in this human body, human being, I am the being in this human body, and I, the being, am permanent. I, the permanent being, is the actor. So today I can act as a queen, tomorrow I can act as a beggar. But as a queen I'm happy, as a beggar I'm happy. So this is the thinking that we can help to bring in ourselves. Because life is always up and down. Nobody is all the time happy and well. Nobody is all the time down. So we are actors. So whatever act that comes in our way, good or bad, can I have permanent peace, permanent gratitude, permanent satisfaction. So how does it work? Let me explain. The mind is part of the soul. We have a mind. The mind thinks. It's thinking, thinking, thinking. Now where does the mind get information to think? Is the five senses. So the mind sees this person and says, yeah, she's my friend. The mind sees somebody else and says, I don't like the way that person is acting. The mind sees through the eyes and the mind says, I like this, I don't like this is good, this is bad. So the mind is getting a lot of information from the eyes. And we don't need that information. If the person is good, it has nothing to do with me. If the person is bad, I don't like that person, it has nothing to do with me. Now what am I to myself? Am I peaceful when I see this? So this is called equanimity. I am stable and peaceful in whatever scenes I see. I may like it, I may not like it, but it does not affect my peace. Equanimity. And then we hear gossip, we hear lots of information through the ears, and then we start processing what we hear. This person is like that person is okay, this person is not okay. And again we think and think. We are processing, we are judging, but it has nothing to do with us. It's somebody else's story. May be true, may not be true. Today they are not okay, tomorrow they can be okay. Nobody is all the time good. So why be judgmental? So why I am telling this is, we are thinking unnecessarily. We are addicted to thinking. We don't have to think about anybody unless we have a duty towards them, unless they are family, unless it's my work, unless, there's some connection. But we take in gossip, we take in a lot of information that blocks our capacity to have peace, that blocks our capacity to have calmness, that blocks our capacity to see clearly. And then with our mouth, through our mouth, the mind uses the mouth to talk and talk and talk and talk. Many words that we speak are not necessary. That is why when you see seniors like Didi Nirmala, I have observed her for many years. She will not speak one extra word. Didi Nirmala, if you ask her to give a class, she will give, okay, yes, finish. She will not stay back and talk unnecessarily. Using our senses in the minimum way, the best way, shows the quality of the mind. If we waste our thoughts and we take in a lot of information through our eyes, we give a lot of information through our mouths, we give a lot of information, we take in a lot of information through our ears, we are jamming our mind. And so there's noise, and we are processing all those thoughts. So meditation, Brahma Kumari's Raja Yoga meditation, teaches us to see but not see. Brahma Kumari's Raja Yoga teaches us to hear but not hear. That means let it pass in the passing wind. Let it go. Don't take it in and don't process. Don't see and don't process, don't accept. Because everything is moving, let it go. Only take that we need. So in that way, we become very economical in using our five senses, even doing economical. So when there's economy in the mind, we are not addicted to thinking. Because even in our dreams, our thoughts come. Now, why is thinking more than necessary bad? Why? Because what we think, good or bad, is what we feel. I feel something is good, I feel happy. I think something is bad, I feel unhappy. I think of a ghost, I feel frightened. I think of fire and I feel hot. I think of the North Pole, I think cold, I feel cold. So the body is all the time taking energy from the mind, unnecessary energy, judging, criticizing, commenting, processing, doing this and that non-stop. And so the body gets exhausted, adjusting to the feelings, adjusting to the thoughts. The body gets exhausted. And so people can think and feel very tired. They've not done anything physically, but they can feel tired because their thought power has taken away the physical energy. So the art of reducing thoughts is this. I have a thought which I want to share with my friend. I can ask myself 3 questions. Is this information useful to my friend? If no, don't give. It's not useful. Don't give. So I can stop the thought at that first stage. The second thing is this information positive? If it is not, don't give. Why should I give negativity and increase my karmic account? I'm feeding negativity and I'm increasing my karmic account. And the third one is, when I give this information to that person, will that person become a better person? If the answer is no, don't give. I'm polluting another person. I'm polluting that person. Now these are very subtle things I'm talking about, because we spread our views, our opinions, our feelings to other people, and we pollute their minds through gossiping, through passing information which we think is correct, or which we think is important, or which we think they should know, but it is not necessary. So managing the mind is meditation. Managing the 5 senses is meditation. Now you can ask me, sister, I'm seeing, I can hear, how to stop? I can hear how to stop. I can see, and then the information is coming in, how to stop it. So now, I mentioned that we are actors. We are actors. So who is the actor? The being. So the being has a mind, and the mind gets all information through the 5 senses. Now, there is another part of the being called the memory. In Hindi, it's called sanskar. It's the memory. Now, the memory can be divided into 2. Positive memory. I can help. I can say good things. I can forgive. I can forget. I can bless. I can share, I can cooperate. Positive. We have a positive memory and we have a negative memory. It's all in the being, the soul. Be careful, don't trust the person of this color. Be careful, don't go near that person. Be careful, this person is dangerous. Be careful, this person is not sincere. We have a negative memory. So once the mind uses the eyes or the ears or the mouth to speak, the memories, either the good or the bad, and hence make more powerful the gossip. So when we are gossiping, for example, one story we make it into a long story, can be 5 stories. We exaggerate, we add, we make something bigger than it really is. The bad side of our memory we are using to express something in a negative way. We have this memory. So in meditation, I see, am I affected by my negative memory, or am I drawing on my positive memory? If I draw on my positive memory, I can say, I don't want to see this. I don't have to be judgmental. They are acting their part. Let it be. That is their part. Let me not interfere in their part. I bring in my good memory. So the mind always gets power from the bad memory or the good memory. Now we are in Kali Yuga. It's very easy in Kali Yuga to draw the negative energy, and then you say, yeah, I know people of this color, for example, are like this because I got previous experience, they are like this. So we draw on the negative energy to increase our negativity. So this really is bad for us, because when we use negativity, the peace goes, the contentment goes, the happiness goes, the energy goes, and the body is tired and tensed. Whom to believe in this world, what to do in this world, everybody is like that. And so we make our negativity bigger and bigger, like a mountain. So in meditation, we stop in awareness, yeah? We stop in bringing our awareness to the positive memory. Let me do something good. Let me see something good. Let me bless them even though they are wrong. Let me say something nice even though they may be wrong. Let me make friends. Let me forgive. So drawing on the good memories. This makes the mind very powerful in that way, when the memory and the mind work together. But again, there's a problem. Many people say, I know what is good, I know what is bad, but still I can't stop gossiping, or I can't stop liking or not liking. I can't stop. Why? We have another part of the being called the intellect, buddhi, the intellect. Now our intellect in Kali Yuga, in the age of darkness, is not sharp. Is not sharp. Because the intellect can stop the bad memories of the past, can stop the bad memories from influencing the mind, and the intellect can also stop the mind to too much using of the five senses, it can stop. Because the intellect is the one that is steering the soul. Go on the right road or go on the wrong road. Steering. So to sharpen the intellect, because our intellect is not sharp, we know what is good. We have the power of knowledge. We have, I have, you have. We have the power of knowledge, but we don't have the power to act on it. I know getting up is good. Getting up early in the morning is good, but I'm so tired, I can't get up. I know listening to the Murli is good, but later, next time, not now. So we have the power of knowledge, but no power to act. And if we have just knowledge, it is as good as we have nothing, zero. Because knowledge which is not acted upon has no power. I know what is good, I know what is bad, but I don't want to do. So it has no power. So when we act upon something, then that gives us power. So now let me say something little different. We have to sacrifice, tyagam. We have to sacrifice our old ways of thinking to feel new. If I still think like before, what is New Year's? The same thing. Same thing. What is transformation? I have not transformed. So there must be tyag, there must be sacrifice. Not sacrifice a goat or a cow, no. Sacrifice my opinion, sacrifice my carelessness, sacrifice my negativity, sacrifice my feeling of strong like and dislike. That is sacrifice. I don't feel strongly attracted to anybody. I don't feel strongly distracted to anybody. All equal. In love and hate, in victory and defeat, in gain and loss, I am the same. So sacrifice our opinion, because everybody is acting. It doesn't matter. Today I'm a beggar, tomorrow I don't know what I will be. I'm acting. So nothing is permanent. So if we stick to the impermanence, then we become very shaky. Wow, what happened to my house? It got burnt in the fire. My farm got burnt in the fire. But when I go, I don't take those things with me. They are temporary. I know we have to be realistic. The loss is a loss. But don't allow the spirit to fall. We have the power of thinking. I can get up when I fall. I can get up when I make a mistake. I can learn from my mistake. I can learn from the past. So the way to really think is to again ask these three questions. Do I have to give this knowledge to this person? Is it positive? Is it going to help him? Is it useful to him? Ask the same question. If not, don't give. Because I am getting bad karma. So now, we have a tendency to be in groups. Yeah, we are in groups of 3 or 4, 2, 5, 10. And then within the group, we gossip and we share some opinion and everybody agrees because we are in that group. So even this is bad because we are influencing, we are polluting, we are helping others to get polluted. So each one is very unique, Each one is very lovely and each one has a special role. Can I accept this? Because this is God's drama. This is the real drama. Something good will happen. Can I just sacrifice my opinion? Because if we don't sacrifice, I still think like before. I still feel like before. I still react like before. Then there is no meditation. Tyag, then only is tapasya. So when my mind is clogged with all kinds of opinions and misconceptions about people, and this is very full, how can I meditate? Meditate is silence. Meditate is peace. Meditate is stillness. So when I have not got rid of, or I'm not trying to get rid of my old ways of doing things and thinking, I cannot meditate. So many people say, I can't meditate, I can't concentrate, because their mind is going on and on and on non-stop. What will happen to my child? What is going to happen when they get married? What's going to happen when this burns? What's going to happen when something happens? So the mind is going on and on. Can we stop? Can we stop for a moment and say, I want to look at myself for half an hour. I want to see myself for half an hour. My time is my time. So when I start to look at myself, I start to stop using my old ways of thinking, pattern of thinking. That is a new beginning for me. Not the New Year, not Christmas time, not other New Years. No. The moment I stop my old ways of thinking, I have surrendered myself to the Supreme. The moment I start giving time to myself and seeing myself in all my weaknesses, in all my strengths, I understand myself, I see myself, then only I can heal myself. So the moment I have a negative thought, I'm hurting myself, I'm hurting the atmosphere, I'm hurting the people around me. So in a way we are very cruel in many ways, because we think cruel and we are creating bad karma, we're doing bad actions. As you reap as you sow, or what you sow is what you reap. So what are we sowing? Sowing is not a physical act, it is the thinking. So it boomerangs. It comes back to us. So even at the thinking level, if we can just think straight and positive and good, we are already very good people, the best people on earth. It's enough. No need to say, no need to do anything good. Just think good is a Maha-Atma. The soul is a great soul. Look, what did Gautama Buddha do? Did he build places of worship? Did he give lots of money to the poor? Did he build big hospitals? No, he was peaceful. Finished. He is Maha-Atma. What did Jesus Christ do? Did he give away money to the poor? No, he was love, he was peace. But what we do in Kali Yuga, we don't put our house right. Here we don't put it right, but we give money to donations and schools and hospitals and places of worship. But this is not right. That cannot be right. It cannot be right. Because anything that we do has to come from inside out. Manapurvama. It must come from inside the heart. If I do it for name's sake, for example, let me give you an example. If I have a certain volume of money which I want to donate to a hospital, and I tell myself, God, when this money goes to the hospital, they can buy another 20 beds, so another 20 people can rest in the hospital, can get proper attention. Thank you, God, for giving me this opportunity to donate. Another person, same amount of money, or myself, same amount of money, I think, oh, I've got this money, I want to donate, but I want everybody to know, so I'll call a journalist or a newspaperman to publicize what I've given. Both amounts are same, but the intention behind the doing is different. So the one who does from the heart, he gets 100 marks. The one who does for temporary name will get temporary marks. Then the marks will get cut off, cancelled after some time. Because it is overshadowed by ego or selfishness or something. So anything that we do is not important if we have not managed our minds, our intellect and our memory. We are not okay. And this takes many years. Many years. Because we were given the wrong information by our parents, by our teachers, by our elders, by the community, that I belong to this race, I am a male, I am from this country, I am from this religion. Everything is wrong. Because we change bodies, we change costumes, we change roles. We are actors. Today I am acting in this way, tomorrow my act can be something else. We are actors. So when we stick to our temporary roles and think we are that, we are just deceiving ourselves. And then when there is deception, there is sorrow, there is pain, there is anger, there is reaction, and so on and so on. My house got burnt. Anger. Why me? Why not somebody else? So like this, we are hurting ourselves again and again and again with our own thoughts. So Raja Yoga meditation teaches us to think in another way. But still we can oppose and say, when is destruction? May not happen in another 5 years. So we use our mind. Doesn't matter. Tomorrow is destruction, okay. 5 years time destruction is okay. But am I making myself healthy spiritually? Am I getting better? Don't worry about destruction. You don't have to think whether destruction is coming. No. But every day that I lose is a big treasure that I have lost in myself. So a new beginning is when I look at myself, I see myself as I really am, and I correct myself. And only then can I serve. Because these three words come together: Tyag, Tapasya and Seva. Surrender your old ways. Meditate on your good self. Meditate on your real self. And then you can help somebody. When I have not helped myself, I cannot swim. How can I help anybody else? I can't. Anyway, that help will not be appreciated. So it's like loving the self. So I really feel that in this age we don't love ourselves. None of us love ourselves. We love our bodies. There's the salon, the beauty salon, the parlor, the supplements, the food, the exercise, the fashion, the clothes. Oh, endless entertainment, traveling. We love the false world. And no harm in that, no harm. It's not wrong. Nothing is wrong. But when we plunge into a world of illusion 100%, we are not creating our future. We are not creating our present. And so, when the time comes to leave the body, we leave with nothing. Brothers and sisters, it's like this. I see whether my hair is combed or not. I comb my hair is okay. After 1 hour, I go to the mirror and I see, is my hair still okay? If not, I comb it in place. After another hour, I go and see whether my hair is okay. Then touch up my face. So anything temporary is only temporary. I can look young temporarily only. I have to grow old. So anything physical, from young to middle age to old and passing away, I cannot stop the process. I waste my time looking at my face, looking at my health, looking at my body. I waste my time. If I can just divert that into making myself the real me, the being beautiful, I can leave my body in a very peaceful way. If I can really make myself beautiful, my future is assured. If I can correct myself and I'm aware that I, the permanent being, and in this temporary body, I keep the balance and I can check myself, I have energy to grow, energy to think, energy to change. Because people have no energy nowadays. They are exhausted. Too much thinking, too much processing. Can I be silent? And if we go to a hillside or seaside to be silent, that is not silent. We are absorbing something from the environment. But when we go back to our workplace, then we get disturbed again. So we must be in the middle of a big upheaval, and yet we can be calm. That is the real test for peace. So am I peaceful? Now, if my son fails the exam, can I be peaceful? Yes, I didn't fail, he failed. So what must I do? Maybe give him tuition or tell him, no problem son, you can sit for the exam next year. But work harder and do this tuition, I'll buy you this book. Finish. Why worry and feel ashamed? What will my neighbors say? What will this? So we are so conscious of what other people think, what other people will say. What a competitive world this is. But no, go at your own pace. Love the things that give you permanent peace. Give yourself true love. Don't fight. Don't correct. Love yourself. So meditation is that. And so now, do you have any questions? Actually, negativity comes from thinking about the past. Thank you, sister. Negativity comes from thinking about the past. Negativity comes from thinking about the future. Nandri, sister. So, the art of living in the now is meditation. Live in the now is meditation. Don't worry about the past. It's gone. It's no more. It's not here. It's gone. And future, I don't know. I don't know whether there is a future. Why should I worry? Let me be okay today. If every today is okay, I'm okay. Every today is okay, I'm blessed. Every today I'm peaceful. I'm very healthy, inside, outside. So it must come from inside. So don't be too ambitious to help people. Oh, I'm not saying don't help, but help yourself first. Help yourself first. Don't go out until you are strong. Otherwise, you will also be dragged into the drowning pool. So, meditation is very individual, very personal, and very empowering. And meditation gives us the power to have more energy to help other people. So this comes in this order: Tyag, sacrifice; meditation, tapasya; and then seva. Then we do world service. Even giving peace to the world is a big donation. Let's donate peace to the world. Let's donate love to the world. Let's donate harmony to the world, because the world is in pieces, not harmonious. It's a great donation. And who can do this donation? Only those who can meditate, not anybody else. Yeah, many people get together, they sit and say, now we're giving peace to the world, but they cannot. They themselves have to be peaceful and think peace to give out the vibrations, the aura of peace. Otherwise, no. So what's happening inside is our true world. What's happening outside is false. So begin to love yourself, give time to yourself, study a little bit of the spiritual knowledge. It gives us wisdom. Spiritual knowledge makes us wise, makes us mature, because spirituality is also like a child going through the stages of babyhood, then a teenagers, that stage, and then also adult and old age. Very few are mature spiritually. Very few have got the experience. Even I am a seeker. I have not got to that stage. So it takes many years and a lot of self-love. Then people ask, is loving yourself selfish? No. You see, there is a very big secret. If I love myself 20%, that means sometimes I think good 20% of the time, and the other 80% of the time I'm either gossiping, looking at people, looking at fashion, looking at my body. Say I'm like that. So how much can I love God? How much? Only 20%. Because that's what I have for me, and that's what I can show to God. And how much can I love my life partner, or my children, or my friends, or my neighbors, or the world? How much can I give? 20%. I love myself 20%, I give you 100%. There's no such thing. I don't have it. So, self-change for world change. So our love for the Supreme is so minimum. Our love for ourselves is so minimum. Our love for our families is so minimum. But we make a lot of show. We are living in a world of falsehood. So start a new beginning. The year 2013 is a very good year to change our mindset, to change our way of thinking. Love yourself. Give time to yourself. Come and listen to the Murli. Come and do little meditation. Do meditation in your house, in the bus, in your workplace. Stop and say, am I gossiping? Am I looking at somebody? Am I thinking something not good? Okay, change. Change, change, change. Stop and check yourself. You will change. Your destiny will change. Your world will change. So this is the new beginning. So our new beginning, my new beginning, and your new beginning are different. And how new is the beginning are different. We cannot have the same destiny. So how much you invest, that's how much you get. So invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Now you want to help anybody outside. You see, there are hundreds and hundreds of charitable organizations. They are helping, they are doing, they are giving, they are going on and on and on and on. And the number of people wanting help is increasing, increasing, increasing. That means there is no significant change. Can I make the change with my power of thought, with my meditation and my love for the Supreme? Because everything that's happening is His doing, His drama. Can I help? That is the best charity, the greatest charity on earth. So meditation, as taught by the Brahma Kumaris, is more on self-awareness, self-change for world change. If you have any questions, maybe we have one or two questions, and then I'll give a short commentary. What time was we stop?
Supposed to be 8:30.
Supposed to be 8:30.
You can go 5-10 minutes.
So we don't have much time. Do you have any questions? Brothers and sisters, these are things that we undergo, change within, and it's very subtle. It's not, nobody can see that we are changing. Nobody. But then our face, our actions will show the amount of peace we have. That will show. People will know. So change. Don't think like before. Don't think that just praying is enough. Changing is enough. Changing is all that is wanted. Any questions, please? Yes?
You say something about the intellect and the age of darkness that is not sharp.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah.
How can we
Yeah.
make
The,
it sharp?
so the question is to elaborate on the intellect. So there are 3 or 4 ways we can sharpen the intellect. One is, ask yourself, is this good for me, good for others? Is it beneficial for me, beneficial for others? Is it positive for me and for others? So ask this question. Whenever you make a decision, check yourself. That's number 1. Number 2, learn to be at peace in peace. Because that's when we give time for the conscience to open up. For the conscience to also have a voice in decision making. Because the intellect has a lot to do with the conscience. Now we don't have conscience. We kill people. We kill our brothers. We destroy the earth. We don't have conscience. So give time to awaken the conscience in silence. And then the murlis that we have in the Brahma Kumari Center is a very good source of sharpening the intellect. Maybe at the beginning you will reject, because from this way of thinking to this way, is totally different. And then we think, oh, this is not real. But as you slowly move towards that way of thinking, that you listen to the morning, that you hear in the morning classes, that will change your outlook, your attitude, your way of acting and doing. It will really help. So, understand yourself, then you can understand God, you can understand people, you can understand others. So, one is look inside and check, find peace, study the spiritual knowledge, and also tell yourself, I love God wholeheartedly because I love myself wholeheartedly. So again, begin to love. How do you love yourself? Wear very simple clothes, eat simple food, simple living, high thinking. Think high. Because to love myself is not a big thing. But to love my religion, to love my country, to love my people, to love my nation, my race, it's very big, bigger than me. We can grow that big because the mind is limitless. So I love myself, I love my children, I love my car. It's just nothing. But I love the world. If I can love something greater than myself, then that is something. So learn to reach out, but first we have to reach in and then out. So that way we sharpen the intellect, and the happiness that we get by loving the self in a selfish way is so little, but when we love the self and others in the real spiritual way, is very unlimited. We can be happy in death, we can be happy in illness, we can be happy in adversities. So there's a difference. So see your new you for the new year. Yeah? Okay, one more question, one last question. Yes, sir.
It has been said that meditation is also temporary, because while you're meditating you're at peace. How do you carry that on to when you're outside meditation?
That's a very good question. Meditation is temporary if it is Hatha Yoga. I sit in a lotus position. I close my eyes, I look at my nose, I stare at the thing. It's temporary. But Raja Yoga is permanent. Look at yourself inside. When you're sitting in meditation, watch your thoughts. When you're working in your workplace, watch your thoughts. When you're in the bus, watch your thoughts. So that is not temporary. So it's an ongoing process, formal and informal, inside and outside. So it's an ongoing thing. So meditation is not temporary if I'm referring to Raja Yoga. That's why it's called Raja Yoga, the Raja of all the yogas. And in this yoga, Raja Yoga, there is Hatha Yoga, discipline. There's Sannyas Yoga, letting go. There's Bhakti Yoga, surrendering to the Supreme. There's Karma Yoga, service. And Buddhi Yoga, sharpening my intellect. Jnana Yoga, I learn knowledge. Everything is in one. Raja Yoga. Other yogas are just Kriya Yoga or Hatha Yoga or something. But this is all in one. That's why it's called the Raja. So when we become kings of our mind, we become kings forever. Conquer your mind and you conquer the world. Okay? So just sit back. Brother, I don't want music. No music.
Yes. Thank
Just
you.
plain words. Because sometimes the music distracts. Okay, now sit back. Don't close your eyes. Because this has to be like formal and informal, how we manage our thoughts, yeah? Okay, sit back straight, open eyes, you can look at me. If you don't feel comfortable, you can look at the point of light, but it's better to look at me. Because in many centers, I find that people, they close their eyes and they look at the point. But when we look at the soul in the eyes, then we fluctuate. Either we like, we don't like, we are afraid. And then we can make ourselves stable and say, yeah, I'm just looking, but I'm peaceful. I don't have to be afraid. I am managing my thoughts. So we are correcting ourselves. So to look in the eyes, when you look at statues, yeah, Buddha, eyes are a little open. You look at the statue of Christ, open. You look at the statue of Lakshmi or Saraswati, open. Nobody. We are dead, yeah? Dead to communication, dead to the world. So open your eyes. Open-eyed meditation is very powerful. Very, very powerful. Okay? I sit in silence. And this is time for me. Time for me to look at myself. I and my inner world. I understand that my inner world very much influences my outer world. If I want to act in a peaceful, contented way, I have to manage my inner world. First comes my mind. It is very difficult to control my mind because my mind is attached